Decrease labor in the kitchen. We should probably wait until they finish converting all the raw food into cooked food. Also, it's almost the end of the work shift anyway, so I don't think it really matters. Sickness is really what we need to do. We're going to pass that double beds law. Unless we unlock something better than a pub's moonshine. Well then. We can give people a bit of liquor now and then to soothe their aching bodies and souls. After introducing this law, every meal slightly lowers discontent, and eating soup causes less discontent. But we can't make soup. House of pleasure, though. Our hardworking people deserve all the relief we can provide, and some of them yearn for the pleasures of the flesh. Prostitutes can be employed in each pub to further lower discontent. Hope will fall slightly. Man, this is fucking grim, yo. I got children toiling in the steel mines. Meanwhile, their mothers labor as sex workers so that they can produce more children for me to then put to work in the mines. That's bleak, though. Disagreements between people who face deadly threats every day can be resolved in a duel. Being able to duel reduces incontent. Each spontaneous duel will slightly reduce incontent. Sometimes people will be killed in a duel. No dueling. Mostly because I don't want to have to pick your corpses out of the street, and we're already sort of low on labor. I want, actually, care house, right? No, that's not what I want at all. I want to overcrowd my medic. Yeah, that's what I want. Discontent is at an all-time low. It's time discontent goes up a little bit. If the ill have somewhere to lie, they have a chance to recover. Our sick will be crammed in like a poorhouse. No, Beatrice, though, you got to say that with enthusiasm. Don't make it a downfall. Be like, oh, our sick will be crammed in like a poorhouse. You got to upbeat it, girl. You got to sell it. Be like, our sick will be crammed in like a poorhouse. That's much better than a medical ward, a poorhouse. Oh, those lucky sick. See, you got to, it's all about spin. Just ask George Stephanopoulos. Also, get your asses to work, people. This sounds like a perfidious utopia. Yep. Forcing people to employ themselves as prostitutes so they can give birth to children who will wind up spending their futures toiling in the mines. It's a perfidious Pete utopia, all right. I've engineered the world to suit my outlook. That's dark, chat. How many giveaways have we got left? Hold on a second here. I really need to figure out... Aha. Beautiful. We'll just let the game run a minute while I look at this Excel spreadsheet. We have... Geez, we still have 3 games to give away. Let's... You know what? Let's do another giveaway here. I'm going to pause this very quickly. Another giveaway then, chat. I love the fact that... You guys, can you tell when I'm trying to mouse out of the window? Because it drags the game to the right. So let's do it this way. There we go. Let me make sure our previous winner is logged. It is. And now I'm going to do a mean thing. Chad, I'm going to pre-apologize for this one. I have a copy of Mafia 3. A game which I believe I played on stream. In fact, I'm certain I played on stream because I think not only did I play it on stream, but it was so bad that I refunded it during the stream. Because Mafia 3 was not good. But I did wind up with a key. This key might have been from like this month's Humble Bundle, maybe, is where I got it. I think so. I do have a key for Mafia 3 with some of the DLC, and I'm going to give away both the game and the DLC here. But I'm going to pre-apologize because this gift isn't a gift so much as it... Well, okay. This is a gift the way that a kick in the nuts is a gift. I have technically given you something, but it's not something you're likely to really appreciate. And also something that you can't give back, because after I kick you in the balls, I'm going to run away. So I'm both apologizing and simultaneously giving you a present. Let's see who wins this one. Didn't you already win something? Yep. Okay, so this winner has already won. Let's pick another one. There we go. Colonel Sherbert, congratulations on a copy of Mafia 3. Got a copy of Mafia 3 as well as the DLC for Mafia 3. Congratulations to the Colonel. Let's get some stabbies in chat for Colonel Sherbert. And then let's get back to Frostpunk, because I got a city to murder. You can't kick Colonel in the nuts. No, but we could kick her in the twat, and that'll hurt too. It doesn't really matter what flavor of genitals you got. Getting booted in them is not fun. More like a punch in the tit. I don't know. Colonel, fill us in. Which one hurts worse? Getting punched in the tit or getting kicked in the snatch? Scouts have reached the lost expedition. So what does this do? Our people, the rest of our people made camp here. Too exhausted to go on. We should escort them to the city. We'll do that. It also says search the area. Yeah, search the area. A happy reunion. We enter the camp, appearing out of the driving snow. A choir of excited voices welcomes us. Thank God you found us. We had been wandering for days until we couldn't go on any longer. Soon we'd begin to starve. Children and adults surround us, packed and ready to go. Sites discovered, observatory, sturdy shelter. Escort the survivors to the city or send the survivors to the city. Survivors will stop towards the city on their own. It will take longer and some of them may die. No, come back though. Alright, that's good. We got our people coming back to us. We've followed the old rule of if you love something, set it free. If it comes back to you, it was yours. If it doesn't, it was never yours to be. You know what? I don't know how that fucking saying goes, actually. I just realized. In the meantime, people, pick up this coal. How come our hunters are not fucking bringing back food, though? We even gave them the upgrade to bring back food, and they are not doing it. You're probably starving, right? Nope, you're just sick. Where the hell are our hunters? Get food! Perfidious P, Mary Fuck Kill, Poseidon J Light, Poseidon J Original, or Poseidon J Extra? I categorically disallow the question. Scouts have returned safely to the city. They brought us 10 engineers, 22 workers, and 4 children / workers. Alright, hold on a second then. Whoop, wait, we got an event. Cutscene, look at them! Trudging back towards the city, wearily dragging everything they own. People from our convoys. It's heartwarming to see families reunited after so many hardships, but shouldn't there be other settlements nearby? The first expeditions left London long ago. They ought to be well established by now. They'll surely help us find our footing. Yeah, they definitely won't attack us and murder us all for our 187 coal. Almost certainly that won't happen. What do we got here? Observatory. Peculiar building must be the Arctic Observatory, the Royal Society built to investigate the eternal winter. There's smoke over it. That seems real bad. Sturdy shelter. A bulky cylindrical construction stands out on a small hill. The Union Jack flies over it, but there's no sign of movement. 22 hours, 20 hours. What's the closest one? Crash site. Several wrecked vehicles, no signs of life, probably our machines. Let's hope so. We had to leave a number of supplies in them after the crash. You should go there, though. Scouts number 1 sent to crash site. Yep, good. These scouts never get a rest, by the way. This seems kind of cruel. But now we just keep sending them out over and over and over. I have 36 homeless. 2 people are sick. So we should address the homelessness because that just requires wood, I think. People, tents. Takes 10 wood. We have plenty of wood. How many homeless people do we have? 36. So we need 4 tents. Not adjacent to a street. So let's build a street then. How do we want to handle this? Like, we want this as close as possible. I'm just trying to map out in my head how we're going to make this work. And I think the best way to do it is go... First off, we got to build the streets. So we do a street here. And this one doesn't have to go that far. Then we go tent here. This is wasting so much space, though. You know what? Let's do it this way. Tent. Tent. And then we build a street along the inside of this rim. Like, can we do this? We can. Perfect. Do that. And then what we'll do is we'll build like a little array of houses here. We'll get another tent going in here. We're going to have some dead space, but we can't help it. There we go. So the housing situation is now solved. Also, search for others. Our people found a trail leading into the wilderness. We should follow it. We must find other people and ask them to help secure our survival. Find another settlement. That's our goal. Here they come. Here they come. Here's our new settlers. Edith Dimmick. Oh, hey, Edith. What's up, baby? You got no home? You want to come over and stay at Perfidious Pete's? I'll keep you warm through these cold, long nights, baby. Plus, Dimmick rhymes with cock. Seems like you two should get along famously. Actually, I creeped myself out a little bit. I gave myself kind of a Cosby vibe there. I'm not proud of it or happy. We should probably open more people in the pub. Also, let's take a look at work situation here. Well, we got 4 children not doing anything. One of those kids should definitely work here. No, not a worker, though. Kid. What else can children do? Mine scrap metal. Yep. Okay. And then we have 10 engineers doing jack shit. That leaves us with 22 workers once we put the engineers somewhere. So can engineers work here? They can. Give me these workers back and max it with the engineers then. Might not be a bad idea to build another workshop. Pete loves Blue Jays. Yes, especially the 2 that have been fucking outside my window at 5 a.m. every morning for the last 2 weeks. I love those Blue Jays. Let's see what the temperature looks like. Everywhere's pretty okay. So maybe what we want to do then is build another hunter's hut. Because we don't see... I mean, first off, we didn't have enough food already. And we just made more people. Like, we just increased the population of our city, and we already were low on food. Oh, that won't quite fit. Damn. I'm just trying to figure out the spacing on this, like where the optimal place to stick it is. Oh, Pete, I'll tell you where the optimal place to stick it. Yeah, very droll, chat. Maybe we'll just put it here? Let's just put it here. Also, builders, get to building. Hey, at least the people are getting some. No, I mean, we don't have prostitutes yet, but don't worry, we'll fix that. 15 of these 32 people are actually going to be immediately employed obtaining food. They're going straight to work as hunters. Our food situation is pretty damn grim. We're going to make 42 food for the day. I don't know. I'm thinking probably every person needs to eat every day. Now, that can't possibly be right, though. Maybe a person only needs to eat like every other day or something. We have 22 homeless. They wouldn't have to be homeless if they just build their damn hovels. You don't want to be homeless? Build yourself a fucking tent then and quit your whining. Wait, you never enacted the no sex, welcome abstinence law. No, this is not a high school in middle America. Abstinence is not a policy that works, chat, so we just didn't adopt it. Steelworks research. Build the steelworks to start producing steel. We do need some. But yes, thanks, I know how exploration works. We've actually got a team exploring right now. So maybe we reserve some workers. Why are you idle? Oh, you're not researching because you don't have anything to research. Coal mining, sawmill upgrade, a wall drill. What the hell is this? Drill into the walls of our crater, uncovering trees that once formed a forest before the ice engulfed them. Provides up to 160 wood per standard workday. Interesting, but we're okay on wood for now. Coal mining is probably a must. Faster gathering. What does this do? This would help with our coal situation from our coal thumper. Also helps with our steel and has a minimal amount of research required. And you know what? Do that one. That helps our overall coal situation. Why don't you have an engineer? Is one of you sick? You must have a sick engineer. Yep. We should also see about building a steelworks because we're close to being out of metal. Also, 15 people need to be employed here immediately. That still leaves us with what? 17 idle people? All right, we got to find jobs for 17 people. So 5 of you can work here. You have people who are sick. Why is your efficiency only 90%? Are you missing a person? Oh. Because some of you are children, maybe? Possibly. I guess the rest of the people we'll just put to work here. Actually, we have 1 idle person. Congratulations. By being the last person available to work, you are now employed at the pub. You lucked into that one, Jimmy. Yeah, we have 6 hungry people. Well, like, they should be on their way to get food. Well, one of them is on the way to eat. The rest of them are going to work. You know what? Be hungry for a day. Whatever. You probably won't die. Probably. If you die from 1 day of not eating, you were always going to die anyway. You were already doomed. So what does it take for us to build a steelworks? Not adjacent to steel. So we have to build it here, and it also has to be adjacent to a fucking street? Well, that's going to be extraordinarily difficult to engineer, though. So it has to fit precisely on one of these things and to be adjacent to a road, huh? That's supremely irritating. So, hold on a second. Spin this bad boy around. That's coal. Do we have any other steel anywhere that's like more conveniently located? The answer is no. Alright then. So I guess we'll put the steelworks there. Define adjacent to a road. Like if I just do build streets and I do this, like assuming I can actually make this thing build a damn street. If I just do this and drive it straight into you, does that count as adjacent? Let's test this theory. We're out of wood. Yeah, for like the 2 seconds it'll take the workers to haul in some more. Which I will then immediately build into a street, by the way. Workers, why are you not getting wood? There's a sawmill over here that's now fully staffed. Feel like we should probably have some wood coming in. Guys, you're making 8 wood an hour. Where is it? I think they're holding out on me. I think people are hoarding wood. Do you know the penalty for hoarding in this town? You're not going to like it. So let's see if that counts as adjacent. Like if we just run the street and bump it into the corner, does that count as adjacent to the street? I'm thinking it must because this turned green, but we'll double check. Coal situation is starting to look pretty good. We got about a day's worth of coal. Faster gathering researched. Fantastic. Let's get more research working immediately. Coal mining, a charcoal kiln. 70 wood per standard workday and produce 20 coal. That's terrible. Like, just build a coal mine. That extracts 240 coal per standard day. It does take a lot of metal. Food and shelter. Medical post upgrade, bunkhouses. Let's get a hothouse going here. It takes 10 metal. Well, we have 10 metal to build it. All right, do that. Faster gathering should make our coal go even quicker. 2 hours until our next group of people goes out and finds refugees. And also, you know what? We're going to rush these last couple giveaways. Let's do another one. We have a lot of people who are hungry. And also, we have no food. So those things are both bad. Steam hub. That takes 20 steel, though. All right. I was going to build another steam hub for these houses that are on the outskirts and are actually really cold, which means people are probably going to get sick. But I don't have 20 metal, so guess that's kind of out. Also, we have 15 unemployed people. Yeah, because our other steel mill ran out. Well, that's okay. Problem solved. Oh, kids! There's another steel mill over there. I love making the children toil. Kids, though, the workday is not over. There's an hour for you to toil. Get to toiling. We need that metal. Scouts have reached the crash site. Beautiful. What did we find? It's where our expedition was split up when our vehicles crashed during a snowstorm. Some of our precious supplies should be here. More importantly, raw food. Please explore it, yes. For the love of God. Site's discovered a gloomy cave. There's plenty of priceless supply. Priceless? These supplies to be priceless, plate. There's plenty of priceless supplies in the wrecks of our expedition. Searching among the crates scattered in the snow behind the wrecks, we found the bodies. We're going to eat them. They're tangled together in a single frozen mass as if these people were trying to find at least a bit of warmth just before they died. We can do nothing for them, not even bury them. Yo, though, we could drag them back to camp and devour them. It's not like they went bad. They're frozen. Sure, they might taste a little freezer burned, but we don't have any other food. So consider maybe eating them. We can send the scouts out to the gloomy cave. It'll take them 12 hours to arrive. Will they not bring back the resources then, or do we get the resources immediately? We did not get the resources. So can we make them just come home? Come home then, yeah. I see the benefit, like you could chain them up, but I need that food. Pete seems like that one guy in the group of scouts who's way too keen on eating the dead people. We have no food, chat. I don't want to eat the dead. This is a must eat the dead kind of scenario here. Our people are starving. We have no food. Plenty of free time, though. Better head to the pub. People are hungry. Captain, some of our people are here to talk about the lack of food. They've been hungry for days now. It hasn't even been one day, though, you jerk. Hungry for days. Pete, we've been starving for days. No, it hasn't even been one full day. You've gone one day without food. Good God, you pampered baby. They fear that soon they'll begin to starve. They want you to do something. Let's feed them. You have 3 days to feed everyone. Let's feed them and stockpile some food. You have 3 days to feed everyone and stockpile food rations. I won't address this right now. Discontent will rise slightly. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and pick we have 3 days to feed everyone, because I'm guessing if we don't eat for 3 days, like, they'll probably die, even though it takes more like 2 weeks to starve to death. What's the rule, chat? 3 minutes without oxygen, 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food. We built another hunter's hut, chat. We have 2. We have 1 here and 1 here, and as soon as we finish research on hot houses, which should be relatively shortly, I'm going to build one of those as well. I don't know what else I can do about the food situation. I'm hoping these guys bring back enough food that we don't all die. Honestly, though, it's really not looking good for the city. So we have to feed all of the 16 hungry people. This game is real good, though. Am I the only one who's thinking that Frostpunk is not a top... This is a solid little game? It's kind of base building management survival simulator, but it's got a very different kind of feel to it. It feels a lot like This War of Mine, which I suppose makes sense, but also it doesn't feel a lot like This War of Mine either. It's a lot less micromanagey, and it seems more, very much more macro level kind of management than This War of Mine. I think I may like it better, and I liked This War of Mine. Plus, it's actually like a pretty beautiful game, though. Like, they've got the steampunk aesthetic. They really nailed it. Everything looks and feels right. Just it feels this you feel appropriate in the setting. The setting is very immersive. The art style really lends itself towards exploring it. I'm digging it. I'm regretting having built this piece of shit out here, though, because this Steam Hub was a complete and total waste. The action is riveting, Pete. It's a colony management survival game. What were you expecting, Chad? Giant fighting battle robots? This is not a Michael Bay movie. It's not going to be non-stop explosions and terrible dialogue and Shia LaBeouf frothing at the mouth. It's kind of going to be calm and sedate. You got to make up your own story, which honestly, let's face it, if you're making up your own story, you're going to do a better job than Michael Bay anyway. It's kind of win-win. Another giveaway? That's an excellent idea, chat. Let's do another giveaway. We'll pause this very quickly. Let's give away some more swag. We got a couple games left to go. That Snowdrift today? Yeah, it got pretty big, didn't it? Alright, so let's see. The Colonel won the joke game of Mafia 3. Sorry, Colonel. I mean, it's technically a win, but also it's definitely very much not. Looks like the next game we're giving away a copy of is Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. Alright, Macro, pick a winner. Looks like Slexy has won himself a copy of Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. Congratulations, Slexy. Let's get some stabbies in chat for Slex. Gonna pick a copy of Deus Ex. That game, pretty good. If you're into the Deus Ex franchise, you're gonna like Mankind Divided. It's pretty much exactly what you'd expect. Little, like, stealth action shooter with a moderately good story. Scouts have returned safely to the city. Thank God they brought us food, though. So the steelworks is done. So we have one drawback in that I can't force children to work there. But I can force adults to work there. Meanwhile, the kids can continue slaving at that steel mill. It's pretty much just a continue of human revolutions. It's basically exactly a continuation of human revolution. 5 being treated in palliative care. We can chop off legs now, though. They shouldn't be in treatment. They should be fixed. Sick but being treated. Sick. This person is terminally ill but being treated. Sick but being treated. Sick but being treated. Has been going without food for some time. Yeah, they've been going without food for like all of 18 hours. So where should we send the scouts next? What's the closest? The observatory is 20 hours. 21 hours to the gloomy cave. The sturdy shelter is the furthest, but also seems the most interesting. Let's go there. So I wonder if we dedicate more people to scouting, do they scout faster or better somehow? Is there an advantage, chat, to having more than 5 people on an expedition? I'm genuinely curious. Open discontent. Yeah, I mean, there are meters, and I'm assuming that having meters higher is, like, bad if it's the bad meter, and having your meter higher is good if it's the good meter. This does not seem like the sort of thing that really required a tutorial. Our hope is excellent, though. Why are our people so hopeful when they're all starving? 1 amputee. Well, chat, should we... First amputation. To save this patient's life, we had to perform an amputation. As a result, this person won't be able to work. We must do something about it. Consider assigning the care house or prosthetics law. Why did I bother enacting radical treatments if radically treating them doesn't make them return to the workforce? They're still a drain on society. They're just a different drain. Can we eat the foot we amputated? You know, there's not a lot of meat on a foot, chat. I'm just saying, if you're going to amputate a part of the body to eat, you probably want to go for, I don't know, like the leg above the knee. Seems like there'd be a lot of good meat in the thigh. reasonable spot. Even the lower leg, like the calf muscle, you could get a good steak or two out of that. But the foot? Ain't a lot of meat on the foot. It's mostly just bones and tendons. I suppose you could boil it down and make like foot soup. Consider signing the care house or prosthetics law. I would love to sign the prosthetics law. Can we do that? You have to do care house first, then prosthetics? Okay, fine. Can we pass a law yet? I don't think we can pass a law yet. We can pass a law. We'll pass the law. Pass care house. Sign it. The nice juicy buttocks. Well, okay, let me ask you a question then, Chad. If you were going to eat a person, what part of them would you eat? I actually think I would probably go for the thigh meat. I like dark meat. Some of the most succulent meat is on a human foot. You know what, Chad? I'm not going to engage with that one. Matthias says he would eat a foot. Fine. I still think I'm going for the thigh. It's the most delicious part of the chicken. Why would it not be the most delicious part of a person? The thigh is dark meat, right? I like dark meat. Don't even say the breast, Chad. Don't even say, oh, Pete likes breast. No, I'll take the shoulder. The shoulder also doesn't really seem like there'd be a lot of meat on it, though. I'd eat the vagina. Very droll, Chad. Very droll. I mean, that's good, and the other party might enjoy that, but I'm just saying, if you're starving, eating vagina is probably not gonna prevent starvation. Unless you're going, like, you're taking it to a really weird place, and you're gonna go, like, full Ed Gein and literally devour a vagina. Because then you've taken it from chat being funny to chat being fucking horrible, though. Also, guys, we probably shouldn't discuss this in front of the amputee. Maybe well, okay, you're probably right, chat. We shouldn't, but only because the amputee probably assumed that the one benefit of having the amputation was that he'd get to eat his own foot. There's a chef coming in with like a chef's hat and like a meat cleaver and a filleting knife, and he's like, yeah, I'm here for the foot. And the guy on the table who just got his foot cut off, he's like, hey, that's my foot. I was going to eat that. I'd be upset. If you cut my foot off when I was starving and you cut my foot off and then I didn't even get to eat the foot, I'd be pissed. Plus, it's my foot. I know where it's been, so that'd be way better than eating, like, strange foot. Because with a strange foot, you don't know where that foot's been, man. We did research a hothouse, which we can use to build more food. Bunkhouse seems tempting. What else have we got over here? We got to get coal mining at some point. Although, how we doing on coal, actually? Pretty darn good. We've got a little over a day's worth, and the workday just started, so our coal supply is actually going to go up. It is about to get colder, though. No, you know what? We need a coal mine. Because it's about to get colder, and when we get colder, we're going to have to up the heating range on our central heat here. Pete, if only you could hear how much I laughed during your stream. I'm glad I could make the Friday a little more enjoyable for you, and maybe you're a little less salty that right now you're not watching the Avengers. I'm going to go, but I'm not going on opening day. Pete's going to go see it very early tomorrow morning when no one else will be awake. That's the Pete goal. So we want to build a hothouse. It takes a steam core. I don't know what that is. Can we build one? I mean, it'll let us build it here. It also says this is valid. I don't know what a steam core means. Oh, that's this thing. A steam core is like a piece of technology. So building this will use up whatever that is. I don't necessarily know if I relish that, but is there a better place for this, perhaps? Can we, like, wedge it in someplace maybe a little better? I think we're going to put it there and then build the street out. I kind of want it to be a little closer. It's not adjacent to a street, but we can make it adjacent to one very easily. And you know what? Let's add some roundabouts here. I don't know if that really helps much of anything, but we have plenty of wood. And then the other thing we should build is we should build a coal mine. We have a coal thumper, and that's great, but I want an actual coal mine. Did I not research that yet? Pete, what are you, an idiot? And the answer is yes. Yeah, we need to research coal mining. A coal mine also takes a steam core, though. Son of a bitch. My son is trying to write an essay for school, and I keep hearing him snicker while he listens. You really shouldn't let your son listen to that, though. Like, that's irresponsible parenting. You should not expose your children to Perfidious, Pete. You've just used our first steam core. Steam cores are a necessary component in advanced technology. We can't manufacture steam cores in a city, so let's hope our scouts find them during their expeditions. Yeah, I kind of wish you had told me that before I fucking used it, though, huh? Mary fuck kills. Zoe Saldana, the chick who plays the Scarlet Witch, so Scarlett Johansson. Or the chick who plays Valkyrie, whose name I don't remember, but also is in Westworld? He's 17. I'm pretty sure he's heard worse. Okay, that's acceptable then. 17 is just on the cusp of legally being able to fight and die in the armed services. So yeah, he's probably good. Okay. I'm gonna... This is tough. That's actually a good MFK, Poseidon. For once, you came up with a decent one. I'm gonna kill the Scarlet Witch because she should have already been fucking killed so many times. I think she may legitimately already be a ghost. I'm gonna marry the chick who plays Valkyrie. And I guess then I have to fuck Zoe Saldana. The fuck Zoe Saldana isn't because I find her particularly desirable. I think the chick who plays Valkyrie is very, very much hotter. But, she's the fuck by process of elimination, because I'm definitely gonna kill Scarlett Johansson. Also, she was mean to Ryan Reynolds, and I won't stand that. I will not have the Scarlet Witch mistreating Deadpool. This is unacceptable. Coal Thumper is still thumping. Coal production is okay, actually. We're producing quite a bit of coal, so even if we have to upgrade our heat output, we'll still be okay. And speaking of which, do we have what it takes to build another steam hub? We do. Let's build a steam hub here so we can get a little more heat on those houses. And these people will maybe stop getting sick. Because they are still living in a place that's relatively cold. Also, this thing is not working. It's not working because it's out of food, though. Not because it's too cold. And the hothouse needs workers. Can children work here? Probably. Well then, there's no problem that can't be solved with the suffering of a child. Do we have workers anywhere else that maybe we don't need them? We still only have one person work at the pub, and that feels criminal. We need wood less than we need food. Let's take this down to 5, because we got a pretty good supply of wood since our scouts found some. And we can put those people to work over here. 6 adults and 4 children. That seems reasonable labor force for like a hothouse, right? The kids can keep an eye on the adults can keep an eye on the children. That's like better than a 1-to-1 ratio. The Scarlet Witch isn't Scarlett Johansson. You're right, that's Black Widow. It had the word Scarlet in it, Scarlett Johansson. I'm counting that Scarlett Johansson. I stick by my answer even though she wasn't a legitimate choice. We have researched coal mining, but we can't build it, so it's pointless, and I didn't know how steam cores worked, or I wouldn't have researched it. A wall drill? More scouts? No, I don't want more scouts. We can upgrade the range. We can upgrade heaters. Heaters is intriguing. You know what? Yeah, we're going to do that. It researches quick, and it also only takes 10 wood. And we have some buildings that actually need to be heated. Nobody should be fucking starving or hungry, though. We have a super abundance of food. We have more food than people now. I refuse to allow people to be starving. Why are people starving? That's a good question, Chad. I don't know. They should not be starving. More amputees. People may become amputees as a result of serious frostbite, work accidents, other mishaps, or after becoming gravely ill and being saved by radical treatment. These amputees can't work, but they still need to be housed and fed. Later in the game, you can research upgrades that will help you find solutions to this problem, like prosthetics, per se. Which I'm on the way to passing as soon as I figure out. It's like 2 days between Book of Laws, though. We're fixing to head into another cold snap as well. That does change my marry, fuck, kill quite a bit, though, if Scarlett Johansson isn't in it. Because if I can't kill the Black Widow, I'm probably going to kill Scarlett Johansson. Maybe they can't because they don't have any hands with which to eat. I never thought about that, Razorback Randy. But we don't have prosthetics, so I guess we can't give him, like, a fork hand. Which, you know what? If you had to lose a hand, would you not give yourself, a prosthetic that was basically just like a fork? I would definitely have a fork hand. It looks like they're eating. There we go. The hungry were fed. Congratulations. Discontent has gone down. Why are our people so hopeful, though? They really should be a lot more pessimistic. You guys don't seem to realize precisely who's in charge here and how bad I am at this kind of thing. Elizabeth Olsen, that's her name. All right, so if I have to do that actual marry, fuck, kill, I'm going to marry Elizabeth Olsen because she seems just like my kind of broken. I'm going to fuck Valkyrie, and I'm going to kill Zoe Saldana. And as I'm killing Zoe Saldana, I'm going to laugh and scream, "This is for Avatar!" over and over and over again. I may actually make her watch Avatar while I kill her. Like, that would be the cruelest punishment, right? Be like, look at this. Look at what you did. And then she would realize, okay, you know what? Your murder is justified here because I fucking deserve this. It seems like the right solution. After you showed her Avatar, and like Ludovico techniqued her, where you toothpicked her eyes open, like in A Clockwork Orange, made her watch Avatar, at the end of it, she'd be like, "You're right, Pete. I deserve this. I deserve this." Be like, "Damn right you deserve it." Do we really need this thing working 24 hours a day? We definitely don't. This one is only heating one thing. We don't need it working at nighttime. At nighttime, this shit can freeze right the hell back up. Why are there people still working here, though? It says it's closed. Oh, the people aren't actually in the building. Like, we don't need that working 24 hours a day. This one, we technically, I don't think, need working at all. Because, again, the only buildings that it's actually affecting only... You know what? Yeah, you only need to be on during work hours. Because these other buildings are close enough that it doesn't matter. They're fine. Scouts have reached the sturdy shelter. Sweet, let's check it out. The shelter is well supplied and built to withstand even the worst weather. An advanced steam heating system protects it from the cold. We got a steam core, though. Food, wood, and steam cores take the stuff. The trail leads to another city. Shelter is comfortable and well equipped with emergency supplies. There's a notice posted by the heavy round door to all scientists. If you use any supplies, remember to notify the quartermaster upon your return to the city. This means there's another city out there. The signpost by the trail points in two directions. London, 1,934 miles. Home, 27 miles. Sorry, Alba, how soon can I resub with Twitch? Do you have to wait the full month? Twitch Prime, you do have to wait the full month. It won't let you resub until your subscription actually expires. If you're a sub with Twitch Prime, which Perfidious Pete recommends, by the way, don't spend real money. Just wait till it runs out and resub another day. It's fine. We discovered Steel Bridge. We also got a buttload of supplies. Please come home, though. No, no, no. It's nice that Steel Bridge is there, and it's only 13 hours away. How far is it back home? 11 hours. So it's further... Now, come home, then. Scouty, won't you come back home? Perfidious Pete is lonely. Please, please come back home. I need that steam core. I want to build a coal mine. Also, probably we should wrap up the stream. I'm having fun with Frostpunk. It's great, but I got to get up early tomorrow so I can go see Avengers. And when I say get up early, I mean like stupidly early. There's a 9 a.m. show, and that's the one I'm going to go to. So let's do our final giveaway and then wrap things up. You must deal with Lord Gaben. No, I mean I must go see Avengers. I'm actually a little worried that somebody's going to spoil it for me. Here's the thing. I'm a little salty about the Avengers. I'm just going to pause this while I rant for a minute and then do a giveaway. I'm actually a little salty about the Avengers because now I'm so worried about the spoilers thanks to the internet that I have to go see a movie that I'm actually only not really... Like, if I didn't have to go to the theater to see it, I would gladly pay a ticket price. It's the actually going to a theater part that I don't want. Like, if I could pay $15 and just watch it once at home, I would definitely do that. And be happy to do it. But paying $15 and actually having to go to the theater kind of irritates me a little bit. Spoiler, the Hulk will get mad. See, that fucking ruined. Thanks, chat. Here I thought he was finally gonna reach a zen state of enlightenment and fully overcome his affliction and never again become the Hulk, and then you fucking ruined it for me. Now my dream is dead. I guess I don't need to see it now. Thanks, chat. I guess I'll reward you by doing a giveaway. Jerks. Telling me that the Hulk's gonna get mad. I never would have seen that coming a mile away. It would have been the ultimate twist. Hey, the Hulk got mad.